I drove up and I got here really early. I got here like 2 hours early because I was afraid I was gonna be late. And I was just like sitting on the parking lot across the street, and I was just like waiting for more people to show up, and I was gonna go because I didn't want to be the first guy in there.
When I first rolled up here, I was a little intimidated. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff that I wasn't familiar with. The poles everywhere, there's people everywhere, and it was pretty intimidating walking into this.
You know, you kind of think of like, how am I gonna possibly climb all the way to the top and really get comfortable with it.
Being side by side, you seeing how tall the poles are, you actually get a realization for the height that you're gonna be at for the first time with just 2 feet in the pole.
Putting all our tools together, and I put my gaffs on wrong, I think. I put them like the wrong way, so like that was a great start.
I thought it was gonna be a challenge. I knew what I was getting into, but I guess it didn't really hit me until I actually got here. That's what I was gonna be doing for the next 15 weeks.
But I was excited. You know, I looked forward to getting into PC Circle. We were tooling up, and that's when it really became real, you know.
As being a part of Super 6, this is your crew. We're together all the time. So we build on that whole aspect of I am my brother's keeper. I want them to love each other, look out for each other, and that safety part being put in them right up front. Hey, we're Super 6, we're gonna be safe, we're gonna do everything as best we can, as safe as we can. Safety's first, and that's what we do here in PC6.
But once you actually get up there, I mean, it's a whole different world. It's like when you climb, you're just a whole different person. You know, you get a whole perspective out on everything else. So overall, it was great. Hanging up the flag, that was an amazing feeling with the rest of the guys. Even in these 2 weeks, we formed a brotherhood so far, and I love everybody else in the group.
To me, being part of Super 6 is like being like with a family. It's a totally different atmosphere than with your blood family, but you form a bond with all the people that you work with.
The culture in PC6 is real down to earth. We have a lot of fun, but we also get work done. I think we're the hardest working group here.
Turned me on to being a line worker is just the brotherhood, and you always look out for one another, and you always have each other's back no matter what.
And I figured when we are out chanting, and I make them stack it up with somebody every evening and count it off, and know their PC and be proud of it, because that helps them as a group when they go out to the field, and you can see it. You can see it when they mingle with the other crews. Well, they'll kind of segregate up with each other, and okay, here's 6 over here, here's 2 over here, and it means something to them, and it means something to me that they respect that.
At like 5 feet, you're thinking, oh yeah, man, I got this. And you get up to 15, and you're starting to think, well, yeah, it's not too bad right here. Then you start to look up a little bit to see that 30, and you're like, well, that's not too far away, but that extra couple feet will kick your butt real quick.
The hardest thing for most of the guys out there the hardest thing for me was to climb a bear pole. There's nothing there. There's nothing to hold on to. You're looking up to nothing. There's nothing there.
Oh yeah, that 15 foot makes you want to quit because you're up there, and called home, called my girl, and she basically just let me know I gotta get it done.
And then after 15 foot, everything else is the same after that, because pretty much falling at 15 foot, it's about the same at 30 or 45. So.
The up downs, it's gonna be the phrase you learn to hate.
I definitely don't hate them. Once you get past maybe 5 up downs at 35 feet, then you hate them.
One, you gotta know how to climb. We're climbing school, so we're gonna up down just simply to learn the art of climbing.
Repetition is one of the, just the more you do it, the better you'll be at it. And especially, starting out here in a couple weeks in circle, they hate it, but it's just like anything. The more you do it, the better you will be at it.
I'll tell them, hey, you can look at it one of 2 ways. This is punishment, or you're just getting better every time you do it. So we use them in various ways, really.
When you're doing an up down, and when you're doing a lot of up downs especially, you just get so tired you're not really thinking about it anymore, and you just know what you got to do, and you're flipping your belt and you're stepping. As soon as you go into doing actual work and you need to move around the pole, you don't have to think about that as much. You know where your feet should go, you know where your belt should go, and that helps out a lot doing all those up downs.
Next time on Down to the Wire.
You didn't really know what was going on. You're sending up a cross arm up the pole. You got to grab it, slam it in.
It's It gets pretty intense. Everybody's, trying to get that better time, beat everybody.
When you put a clock to a task that they're having to do, it kind of takes your mind off of where you're at and what you're doing. It really lets just the rare basic technique shine through.